everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Robbie. I got some rocks here.
Oh.
The kids in my preschool
Wow.
gave me these as a gift today. So I was very excited about that. I'm a big fan of rocks. So whether it be Dwayne the Rock Johnson or rocks in general. So yeah, it was pretty cool. But I'm doing well. Good to be here as always.
Oh, that's very interesting. All right, thank you for sharing that with us, Kyle. And for tonight's episode, we want to talk about a sport that is near and dear to our hearts. Well, at least to mine. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Not as much as baseball, and I know quite a bit about it, as we all know. We want to talk about hockey. And as we all know, those Habs, forget about those Habs. I cannot stand
Boo Bruins. Boo.
Boo Habs. Boo Canadians. Oh, what is up with Canada? Oh, my goodness. So I wanted to get into maybe
Canada's the best. What are you talking about?
No. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts is so much better than Tim Hortons. What are you talking about? Oh, my goodness. He doesn't know. He really doesn't know. Ugh. Anyways, so we're going to talk about our top 5, or just our top favorite hockey players. So it can be from basically any team that we want. Certainly not going to be from the Habs, though, on my end.
Now, are we talking about just from the Habs or Bruins, or are we talking about an NHL in general?
We'll talk about NHL in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a couple of them. I got a couple right up here.
Really?
I know it's a shock because I usually had very little of these conversations, but there we go. I'm ready tonight.
Well, all right. So you know what? If you're ready, Kyle, I'll have you start. What are some of your favorite hockey players?
Okay, so my number one all-time favorite hockey player has to be Martin Brodeur. I mean, goaltender, New Jersey Devils. I know he retired a couple years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't he stop playing hockey for?
But he's one of the best goalies of all time as far as I'm concerned, and he's just done a great job. I mean, he did a great job when he was in the during his time in the league, and growing up in New Jersey, and it's just it's nice to have a good hockey team around there. So.
You mean, New Jersey? You grew up in Ridgewood, right?
I did, yeah.
You were part of the Ridgewood Losers, huh?
Ridgewood, yeah, the Ridgewood Losers. We didn't win that many games. Hence the losers. I just dropped a rock. Yeah. So that's one. The other one I have to go with would probably be. This is tough because I know so little about the players. Ray Bourque. Ray Bourque is a good one. I mean, I know he's a Bruin, but still, I mean, it's he's Canadian, so I'll give him a free pass, and he always does a good job.
Well, I know all about him, so.
And then let's see. Oh, I got another good. This guy's a Canadian legend, Patrick Roy. Patrick Roy, is one of the best NHL goaltenders. If you think Marty Brodeur is good, Patrick Roy is amazing. I mean, he's one of the best NHL goaltenders of all time. So I think those would be sort of my top 3, sort of digging deep into the noggin there. But I think that those are my top 3. Robbie, what do you got?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to start with Boston because I love Boston. I think the best goalie is Tuukka Rask. I mean, he's won at least 100 goals, or he's deflected at least 100 goals per season. That is a world record, world-class record. I mean, my goodness, I've looked it up everywhere, and no goalie is as good as Tuukka Rask. He's the all-time best goalie out there. I'm just gonna keep doing this. So, not wanting to upstage you and all your sports knowledge, but I believe it's pronounced Tuukka Rask. I knew that. Okay.
Wow, I actually know something that you don't. That's shocking.
That can't happen. No.
Yeah. What is going on in this world?
I'm the sports guy.
I know.
No. You cannot educate me on sports. I know about all the sports, man.
I know. I believe me. I was stunned that I knew even that. So
yeah. See, look at this.
You got to pick your game up. See, I got I got a collection of my favorites. My favorite comic book characters right here. I mean,
like you got like Hawk Girl, you got the Flash. I mean, who's that? And that green guy, Martian Manhunt. I mean,
I got
other green guy. I can't.
I got Spider-Man somewhere here. That's pretty cool.
Spider-Man, that's Marvel, dude. I mean, I really like he might be the red guy there. Yeah,
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to topic. Sorry, sorry to go off the rails there.
Okay, that's okay. Tuukka Rask.
Even though I know, even though I usually go.
Time.
No, but even though I usually go on just these tangents about things that have nothing to do with sports, I will defer back to you this time.
Okay, you need to stop your comic book rants because
I know I do them all the time. And I know it drives you crazy.
Yeah, a little bit. I've had to send emails about that. I couldn't talk to you up front. I was so angry. I had to send emails about it. So yeah, just to
good emails.
Yeah. You know how it is. Yep. Carrying pigeon. I actually had to send a carrier pigeon one time too. So.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
I didn't know that those things still existed.
Thank you. I trained them. Yeah. I actually that's my side job. I train carrier pigeons. So, but anyways, that'll be a whole nother episode. Anyway, so the other players I wanted to talk about was
you doing okay there, Robbie?
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about all the extensive hockey players in my head that I have, and I just can't pick one because I know so many hockey players. The guy from the New York Rangers, his name, I wanted to see if you knew his name. Because
there's a lot of.
I 100% know his name.
I don't know much, but I know that there are a lot of people that play for the New York Rangers. Do you mean currently, or?
I'm talking about a past player that I thought was amazing.
I got one. I got one. Wayne Gretzky, the great one. I know Wayne Gretzky.
Exactly, you got it right. That's exactly the one I was thinking of. I just had it in my head the whole time. I just wanted to make sure you knew him. Wayne Gretzky. Yes, he is one of my other top all-time players. Like, he was the best forward in hockey of all time. Like, I checked all his stats, and when he compares the other players, like, he ranks so high up.
That's why I don't know much about hockey. That's why he is called the Great One.
The Great One. Yep. Yeah. Not the Great Two. The Great One.
Number one.
Yes. Number one.
By the way, I just have to say. I mean, I just absolutely adore this picture. I mean, this thing. I keep putting in our shots because it's so amazing. It's got the Boston skyline and everything. Like, I mean, it's just such an amazing photo. I just have to get in every single shot. I know you probably could care less. You could care less about it. It probably drives you crazy that I try and get it in every single shot.
I mean, it's okay, but you knew this was there the whole time, right, Kyle?
Yeah, of course I knew this was there the whole time. Sorry, it just sort of came to me to point it out.
Okay, but you had this like when you moved in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you knew that because
that's why it's been on every episode we've been here.
Oh, because you seem to talk about this every episode, right?
I do talk about this every episode because that's just what I do. Like I said, I go on these rants that have nothing to do with anything, but I just can't help myself, because I know so much less than you about sports. I have to compensate somehow.
Well, you're going another one of these rants, Kyle. I think we're getting way off the rails there. So we got to bring it right back, right onto the topic here.
Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
About top players. So
I'm gonna rub my hands like you do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna copy you. Anyways, but yeah. So I'm
gonna put these rocks down.
Going back on topic there. I wanted to talk about the last player in my mind. He was another player from the Bruins. He is currently a great player. He's the best forward on the team. I wanted to see if you could know.
I do. Hockey is definitely my favorite sport besides football, obviously, and track. And I do watch the Bruins.
Track's okay.
I do watch the Bruins a tiny bit, but I'm gonna have to say, is it Patrice Bergeron?
Yes, Bergeron. Yes, that's the exact player that you guessed right. This might as well have been Quiz Kyle on hockey because you got some of it right, but
I tried to immerse myself on the game of hockey somewhat, so I can actually contribute something to these conversations. So I'm glad to see it worked.
Yeah, that was
I'm glad you asked me. Because so much, and I just.
Oh yes.
I need to be tested on my sports knowledge sometimes.
Yes, sometimes I have so much sports knowledge in my head I can't even pick which player I like. That's how much knowledge I have. It's like a two-way speeding train. It's just it goes that fast.
Exactly.
I can't even it never stops. My sports knowledge. It's just all. It's everywhere. It's up there. So. Yes. So.
Yeah, and you use your hands all the time to you use your hands all the time to really drive home your point. So
so sometimes when I start the episode like this, and when I do that, but yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I like doing that. But anyways, yes, Kyle, we're going off topic again. See, I'm stumbling on my words again.
I know it's all my fault. I always get us off topic, and I know it drives you absolutely insane. You try and bring me back, but sometimes it's just you can't help a train of thought.
On that note, we will go into our monologues, and we just wanted that was kind of what we wanted to end on for our favorite players. Yeah. So comment down below if you have any favorite players in hockey. Comment down below.
Facebook, YouTube,
tweet it.
I know I don't tweet, but you want to tweet him.
Oh yeah, I'm on Twitter 24/7. That's me right here. Twitter, all about it. So. For our monologue, I wanted to start by saying I wanted to root for the Pats this weekend because they're going to have a good season. Hopefully Tom Brady will be out of the bench, and hopefully my fantasy league goes well with when it comes to football.
Now, Robbie,
yes.
I'm absolutely stunned right now. You want to know why I'm stunned? Because you are such a big Boston sports fan. It hurts me that I know that Tom Brady's suspended for the next 3 games, and you did not know that.
Oh, I must have slept on the issue a little bit. I figured that he would 3 games.
Oh no! Well, he was suspended the first 4 games because of Deflategate.
Deflategate. Wow. That's unfortunate.
We talked about it in a few episodes. I
think we had a rant on that too. I had a rant many episodes ago.
You ranted on that. You know a ton about
oh my goodness,
the whole Patriots.
Yeah.
You were glued to the TV for that game Sunday night. I just know you. Knowing you were glued to the TV on pins and needles during that victory against Arizona. I watched some of it. There were other shows on that I had to get to, but I did watch some of the game.
Oh, bits and pieces, right?
Bits and pieces of it, yeah.
Yeah, because you always like to switch to movies all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like you watch a sports game for a while, and then maybe 2 minutes later you'll just find a Superman movie and just switch to that, right?
There's so many things on TV. How can you pick one?
That's true, but
sorry. Anyway, I interrupted your monologue.
Keep going off topic, Kyle. My goodness. So
I interrupted your monologue. I'm sorry.
So honestly, what happened was I completely so I wanted to add a little more to this monologue. So the reason why I forgot about Tom Brady was, and this is my extensive sports knowledge just kicking in. It's just I think so much about sports, and sometimes other sports take over and they push the other sports kind of far away into the back of my mind. And plus I found every way known to man to forget about Tom Brady's suspension that I literally went to a therapist and they just yanked it out of my head. They just literally yanked that memory of Deflategate out of my head. That's how bad it was for me. So
weird.
Exactly why I completely forgot.
I went to a therapist the other day and they actually put sports knowledge into my head. So it's probably your sports knowledge that they were taking from your head and putting into my head.
That should be a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow, you got yourself a good sci-fi.
And you know how much I love sci-fi movies.
Yeah, you should write it, Kyle.
Putting together movies and filming and editing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we should do something like that.
All right, let's get on it.
All right.
So, do you have any thoughts for tonight, Kyle, in your monologue?
Well, as always, I never have a monologue. Every week you keep asking me the same question, and I always say, no, I really don't have anything. And unfortunately, I really don't have anything this week either. I mean, go Patriots, great win on Sunday. Like I said, the bits and pieces that I saw. Other than that, I mean, I just don't really have anything. I'm sorry, but
not even a movie review.
I know I say this every week. No, I mean, I've been so busy lately. I haven't had time to really go see any particular movies. But yeah, I just like I do every single week. I just really don't have anything.
Kyle, that is very disappointing.
Tell me about it.
But that's okay. Well, you know what? We'll think of another. Maybe next episode you'll finally get a monologue.
I hope so. I hope next time or next week or whatever, I can finally, do some finally put my head down, do some research, and actually come up with something to talk about. Because you know me, I like to sort of just sort of BS my way through it, and nothing gets accomplished. So,
Kyle, so disappointing. But anyways, that's okay. That is all we have for tonight's episode. I want to thank... We don't have any guests on this. So.
We don't want to thank anybody. Just us.
I don't want to thank anyone. No,
you want to thank me?
I want to thank you for at least bringing up some good knowledge, but you got to bring... next week you got to bring your A game. You got to get your monologue going. So
I will try. I can't make any promises, but I will. I hope that I bring my A game next week. Believe me, there's nothing I want more than to bring my A game.
Yeah, this was more of a B minus game. You need to bring it up to A.
Yeah,
bring it right up to A. Right here. See where that building is? Right where my hand is? Right there. You're down here. You're kind of like close to the water. You got to bring it all the way up to here.
Got it.
All right.
Okay. Deal.
Okay. So that is all the time we have for tonight. I just wanted to. Wait, where am I going? Okay, sorry. I stumbled again. Anyways, that is all we have tonight. For Kyle, I'm Robbie. See you next time.
Peace.